All right, well, wearable tech company Recovery Force LLC scored 2 major milestones this week in its quest to produce next-generation devices that improve blood flow and enhance recovery for people battling serious health issues, including deep vein thrombosis. Mary-Rachel Redman is here now with that exclusive story. Mary-Rachel.
Thanks, Gary. The Fishers-based company received FDA clearance to market its first medical-grade product specifically designed for the healthcare space. On top of that, the National Institutes of Health awarded Recovery Force a nearly $250,000 small business innovation grant to further its research.
Recovery Force CEO Matt Wyatt's journey of becoming an innovator in the medical field started 5 years ago after a trip to the hospital to visit his dad.
So my father had a total knee replacement, and I noticed post his surgery he had these polypropylene or plastic wraps on with hoses, and pumps are kind of loud. And I thought this has got to be a better way, because he was complaining about the noise and the discomfort of these plastic wraps. And of course there was hoses on the thing, and the orthopedic surgeon friends that I know, they want to get the patients up as quickly as possible. So I thought there's just got to be a better way to reduce the risks of blood clots. And that's really what probably inspired the whole idea.
Wyatt was so motivated that he began to tinker in his basement.
I knew a little bit about this memory material, enough to be dangerous. The few engineers, electrical engineer and mechanical engineer, I spoke to knew a little bit about it as well, and said that they felt like we could probably replicate these cycles from these traditional DVT air wrap cuffs and present very similar outcome, if you will, for the patient by embedding these memory materials into garments and putting a little processor on it with a battery. So I had to reach out to engineers, because I, by degree, am not an engineer, and that's really how it started.
Wyatt and co-founder Brian Stacy formed Recovery Force in 2013 out of Launch Fishers.
We raised a little bit of money and then put together a much broader team of engineers in 2014 through 2016 to have all hands on deck, so a team of 7 to 10 people, to make it become what it is today, which is now a FDA cleared device for the treatment of DVT, which is the reduction of risk of blood clots, and a number of other indications, including venostasis, other things that are put patients at high risk.
And it's no easy task for any company to get FDA clearance, especially if you're a startup.
I couldn't tell you the number of things that we developed and conceived, if you will, that ultimately were thrown away. So there just had to be hundreds of things. Going through all the scenarios of risk and challenges that this may present for a patient ultimately. I'd say it's roughly 2 years we probably spent to put everything together before we made our final submission, which was the actual submission was September of 2016.
And just last week, Recovery Force finally received the news it's been waiting for.
I'm not sure what the best way to describe it. It's probably still a little bit of a high right now, because we're only a few days later than the FDA clearance. So we're so pleased that this technology is now been approved and ultimately going to find its way into the patient population to help.
The FDA-cleared medical calf device will be available for physicians to prescribe to patients in early 2018. Recovery Force says it will release its first consumer product for lower back pain by the end of the year. The company says it also has plans to release a new product every quarter through 2019. Gary?
Well, thanks for watching Inside Indiana Business on YouTube. For the latest statewide business news, be sure to visit InsideIndianaBusiness.com and subscribe to our free daily e-newsletters by clicking on the link.